It was not a good day for doing box jumps outside. It had been snowing and slushing and thick layer of slush on the ground. Super slippery. So I had to put towels down and do my best not to wipe out here. The other day I did 42 inches with a running start. Today I was trying to hit 42 inches from a standstill with a dynamic start. What they call it, like a counter movement start. Boom, finally got it. Happy with that. Now, I realize that the height on box jumps really doesn't matter. It's more of just a confidence builder for me. The only real point of a box jump is to be as explosive as possible. But I put out a YouTube video of me hitting those 42-inch jumps with taking a couple steps to start. And my buddy Rodney went on and asked if, does it count as a real box jump if you take a couple steps? I really have no idea. That didn't bother me. I thought that was a great question. But I wanted to see if I could do it with a dynamic start. The thing that made me laugh, though, on my short was I showed a video, 3 box jumps to 42 inches. First one completely failed. Second one was better. Third one nailed it. Got 8 dislikes on that video. And the biggest reason I can think of is because they don't count that as a legit box jump. So I wanted to see if I could do them from a standstill with a dynamic start. And was happy I finally nailed that. It took me about 8 attempts to get that down, but thrilled to hit that. My normal box jumps outside now will just be to that 37.5-inch platform, and just keep working on getting more and more explosive on those. Right now, squat day, my legs were still fried. I did, this was Sunday. Friday, I did posterior chain day and absolutely obliterated my legs that day. So only one day rest in between, but I didn't want to mess with my schedule again this week. The only reason I did last week was because my neck was all seized up, so I put deadlifts off by a day. The goal today was to work up to singles at 375. The way it loaded on the bar ended up being 378. First we hit 240 by 8, 290 by 5. This is 334 by 3. So I had to take a few weeks off from squatting while I rehab this bicep tendon shoulder injury. Enough that I could low bar squat again. And I gotta say, I've been really happy with my depth since I've got back to low bar squatting. I'm never going to be ass to grass, but I'm getting just below parallel now. So I'm happy with that. This is my second set at 378. Good news is 378 this week felt better than 365 last week. Felt like it moved faster. Obviously, it's not insanely fast. I'd love it to be even faster than that. But overall, I was really, really happy with the squat session today. After that, had some family obligations, so took off for a few hours, came back to finish up the workout. Started off with some Nordics. Now, Nordics are an exercise where I'm finding as I'm bulking, they definitely get harder. I was talking to Spencer about jumping one time and about, as I bulk, if he thought the jumps would get harder, and he was like, nah, they won't get harder. You continue to get more explosive even as you get heavier. And I was like, that seems so counterintuitive to me. But sure enough, the jumping continues to get stronger even as I get heavier. But the Nordics, I put on 20 pounds since August, went from 174 pounds to now 195 pounds as of today. So 21 pounds total. And that extra 21 pounds has made Nordics substantially harder. So still hitting them, but I'm curious to see what happens when I lose some weight, how they feel, if they get that much easier again. Now, chatting with Nomo, the UFO, and he was like, okay, to take your leg press to the next level, you got to be hitting sets of 20, heavy sets of 20. I didn't know what that looked like in terms of what I could do for a set of 20. Last week, I believe I hit 725 for 10. So I dropped it to 605 here for a set of 20. And it was pure hell. First 10 reps, even after doing the squats, didn't feel that bad. But once I hit the second 10 reps, I was like, holy smokes, every rep just felt that much harder. Especially my left quad was on fire. So the last 10 reps, I just broke it down into mini sets. I was like, okay, let's just get 3 more reps, got to 13. Then I said, okay, let's get 2 more reps, got to 15. Then, okay, now 3 more reps, got to 18. And then the last 2, I was like, okay, now I just got to hit a set of 2. But that last 2 reps were insanely hard. The weight literally felt twice as heavy as it did when I started the set. So we're down to the last 4 reps here now, and you'll see on the last rep I couldn't get it locked out and get the safeties down fast enough to get this weight off me. Absolutely insane set for me. You'll see when I stand up off the leg press, my legs were absolute jelly at the end of this. Just crazy, just had nothing left in the tank. Took me about 10 minutes to recover enough to hit my hack squats up after this.
Oh. I can't walk.
All right, so once I could feel my legs again, hit up the hack squat. So back to doing these paused. 225 last week. This week, did 235 for 2 sets of 8. Just down as low as I could get. And then quick pause. That rep was not as nice of a pause as I would like, but there we go. Quick pause at the bottom, and then I just try to explode up as hard as I can back to the top. Didn't get my full 10 reps this week. Like after that leg press, just 10 reps were not there. So did what I could. Was very happy with the effort on these. And this is an exercise that I've added in when I found that my depth was struggling on squats. And I think that it is one of the reasons why my depth is getting better. It's going down, sitting in that stretched position, and then exploding back up has improved my depth at the bottom there. Then I finished off the workout with a superset. 3 exercises, reverse hypers for 30 reps. Then did hamstring curls for 15. And then leg extensions for sets of 20. 2 high rep rounds was all it took to finish me off. So that was it for today's leg workout. The rest of the week now, so this was Sunday. Dynamic day is Tuesday. Dynamic day is going to be very light this week and just consist, I think, of just some different jumping variations. And maybe some, I might get out on the track. I think I will get out on the track and maybe hit some farmer carries, yoke carries, stuff like that where I'm not having to get into a squat or a deadlift, something like that. Just dynamic movements with weight on my back or weight in my hands. Moving with weight, we'll call it that. Don't want to fry my nervous system any more than I already have with these 2 heavy leg sessions in 3 days. As Nomo pointed out to me, like after doing that crazy rep set on leg press, he said, just make sure you recover well enough because it'll fry your nervous system if you don't. And that's what I find out, I might be feeling good. And then all of a sudden Thursday, I go for my heavier deadlift session and the bar feels like it's pinned to the ground, even though it's a weight that I know I can do. That would be an indicator that I did not recover up well enough and the nervous system still fried. So we don't want that to happen, but I still want to hit my dynamic day. Jumping's been huge for me, so definitely want to get the jumping in. It's easy to recover from, but highly effective. All right, that's it for the workout. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.